Today I'll be discussing the section formula at first. These whole topics are included inside the general topic coordinate geometry. Yesterday we discussed a lot of questions of locus. So I request you to write the topic section formula. Okay. In the new page, write section formula and just put the arrow there. Section formula. Please write along with me. Try to understand along with me. Okay. If you have any confusion, don't hesitate to ask. So I hope you understand what actually section formula is. Let me explain. Before that, just write this formula. Section formula for internal division. Write this topic. Section formula for internal division. Section mean division. जस्तो स्कुलमा तिम्रो सेक्सनहरु डिभाइड गरे हुन्छ नि डिफरेन्ट सेक्सनमा त्यसैगरी कुनै एउटा लाइनलाई चाहिँ डिफरेन्ट पार्ट्समा डिभाइड गर्ने अब ओके विल बी डिभाइडिङ इट
Locus bhaiya.
Yeah, locus is completed yesterday. Okay. Please let me know if you have any confusion later. I may arrange some extra class for that if you have any questions. Let's go to the topic, section formula. Section formula for internal division. Let me explain it. I hope you have written the topic. See here, suppose there is a straight line AB. And I am going to divide this straight line into two parts. Okay, from point P. Let us suppose I have divided the line from the point P. Let me suppose this line be of length 5 centimeter. I'm dividing it in such a way that its distance from A to P is 2 centimeter and the distance from P to B is 3 centimeter. Okay, this point is inside the line. Your point P is the line भित्रै छ नि हेर त line के बीचमा कति दिएको छ नि त. So this is called internal division. This is called internal division. Line को भित्र नै point छ भने हामी के भन्छौं internal division. Okay, don't make the figure. So let a point Px, y divides a straight line segment. Line भन्नु र segment भन्नुमा a bit difference is there. Okay, line भने पनि त infinitely कति जान्छ तर line segment भने चाहिँ certain part. Though we understand the same thing with the straight line also, तर यसको meaning नै खोज्यो भने चाहिँ if you go through the literal meaning, then it has a different certain difference is there. Some subtle difference is there. Okay, so joining the 2 points Ax1 y1 and Bx2 y2 into two parts internally in the ratio m1 is to m2. So this is a straight line. Please write this. So this is a straight line. It has two endpoints. One is Ax1 y1 and another one is Bx2 y2. And let me suppose this point be divided, this line be divided, line segment be divided from this point Px, y. Okay, there is one line segment. It has the two in coordinates Ax1 y1 and Bx2 y2. And it is divided or it is cut into two halves, not exactly equal halves, but two halves. Okay, it is not necessary always that these two must be equal here, but this point Px, y is dividing this whole line segment AB into two parts such that the ratio, so that the distance between A to P is m1 and the distance between P to B is m2. You can write this, you can include this also. Okay, it was difficult to make this while making the PowerPoint, so I'm writing it. So m1 and m2, the distance between A to P is m1 and the distance between P to B is m2. यहाँदेखि यहाँसम्म m1, यहाँदेखि यहाँसम्म m2. त्यो भएपछि रेशियो के हुन्छ AP upon PB is equals to m1 upon m2. If you go through this, AP upon PB, if you take the ratio, A देखि P सम्मको distance कति छ m1, P देखि B सम्मको distance कति छ m2. So AP upon PB is equals to m1 upon m2. But if you see through the ratio, we can express this division in terms of ratio also. So it will be AP is to PB is equals to m1 is to m2. यसलाई यसरी पनि लेख्न सकिन्छ है, यसलाई यसरी लेख्या हो यहाँ. So this is m1 is to m2. This is just the ratio of the distance. Okay, you don't need to get confused here. Then I hope you know the formula here. Then the coordinate of point Px, y is given by the formula Px, y is equals to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. I will explain how this formula is derived. Okay, in class 9 you need to know the derivation of this formula also. I'll explain it later in the next slide. Please copy up to here. Please copy up to here so that I can go to the next slide. It's so hot. It's so hot. Okay, have you copied it up to here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so this is m1 x2 plus, please write this in suffix. Okay, I hope you have written these things in class 8 also, so there may not be such difficulties in writing the things. M1 is something like H2O. Water ma H2O ma तिमीले यस्तो लेख्छ नि तलपट्टि हैन. So it's something like this, m1 x2. This is something suffix भन्छ है चाहिँ m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2 m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So how this formula is derived, let me explain that also. You need to know that derivation also. The derivation जान्नुपर्छ है, कहिलेकाहीँ 5 marks मा सोध्न सक्छ. You need to know that. So section formula for internal division, you can write a derivation inside bracket, right? Derivation. Okay, derivation of section formula for internal division. Though we will not go for the external division, we'll just read the formula for external division. We will not derive that. If you wish, then you can derive it also. Okay. So let me explain it. Don't draw the figure. I'll explain it and I'll give you enough time to copy it. Okay. पहिला राम्रोसँग बुझ्ने. यो बुझ्यो भने चाहिँ गाह्रो छैन. तर बुझेन भने चाहिँ पछि एउटा एउटा घोक्न थाल्यो भने चाहिँ it will be very difficult for you. Okay, but just try to understand what it actually tries to say. Don't draw the figure along with me. Just try to listen. Okay, try to see the figure, what it's trying to say. So this is a straight line. It has two coordinates. The end points, right? Coordinates are here. The duita is end point. It's not coordinate kati cha. Many points will be there. But I am considering the end points only. Yeah, end ko jun points ani. The first point is a x1 y1, and the another end point is b x2 comma y2. This point, this is some point in between a and b. The point in between a and b is px comma y. Okay, please try to understand. And these are the axes, coordinate axes: x, x prime, y prime, and o. Don't draw the figure, otherwise you may make the mistake. You can leave some space to draw the figure. Later you can copy the figure. Don't draw the figure, though you can like write the language that is displayed there. Okay, तर figure नभइकन त यो बुझ्दै बुझ्दैन केही पनि. अहिले फेरि figure बनाउँदा तिमीले ठाउँ चाहिँ तिमीले मिलाउन सक्दैन के. म सबै figure display गरिदिन्छु अनि कस्तो figure आउँछ, and then you can make the figure. Okay, so let's try the things here. Derivation is everything you need to explain here. सबै कुरा लेख्नुपर्छ. So let a x1 comma y1 and b x2 comma y2 be two given points. Is a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 are the two given points. Let p xy be any point on the line segment a and b, or line joining a and b. Okay, so a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 are the two given points. Don't draw this figure. I'm telling you time and again. Okay, so don't draw this figure, though you can copy it. This sentence: let a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 be two given points. Let p xy be any point on the line segment ab, or simply you can say line joining a and b. Okay, this is a thing that I have explained, that is in the figure, though you don't need to explain this x, x prime, y and y prime, because it's almost known in every case. Let p divide AB in the ratio of m1 is to m2 internally. Though you can make the figure here something like this. A to P, the distance between A to P is m1. The distance between A to P is m1. The distance between P to B is m2. Okay. So then we write AP is to PB is equals to m1 is to m2. As I told you earlier, in fact it is something like this: AP upon PB. You don't need to write this, please don't write. AP upon PB is a ratio of distance. Distance from A to P is m1. Distance from P to B is M2. So AP upon PB is M1 upon M2. So if you write it in the ratio form, it will be something like this. AP is to PV is equals to M1 is to M2. Okay, I hope you understand up to here. So after this is very important. Please try to understand. Write it up to here and try to understand. Perpendiculars AL, PN and BM are drawn from A, P and B respectively on x-axis. Okay, they got straight line matra थियो. Okay, now we are going to draw the perpendicular from A, perpendicular from P and perpendicular from B. Right? अब यो A बाट एउटा perpendicular, P बाट अर्को perpendicular जुन तीनटा point छ नि, यो तीनटा point बाट हामीले perpendicular draw गर्न गइरा छौं. We are going to derive the formula. How the formula of the internal division is derived, we are going to derive that. So let's see. Let's draw the perpendicular from A, that is AL. It's already written here. Perpendiculars A. यो पहिला फिगर बनाउने अनि बल्ल यता लेख्ने हो खासमा. ओके, यो त तिमीले एकछिन पछि बनाउनु, अहिले फिगरलाई ठाउँ छोड. AL, PN. See here, I am writing it PN. And the next one is BM. Perpendicular. Okay, that must be perpendicular to the x-axis. Okay, now I'll be drawing some other perpendiculars also. Tinta perpendiculars draw गरिसक्यो. I'll draw two more perpendicular. Again perpendiculars AQ. AQ बाट draw गरे यहाँनिर. And PR. P बाट R सम्म एउटा perpendicular draw गर्यो. Are drawn from the points A and P to PN and BM respectively. AQ चाहिँ PM मा perpendicular हुने गरी and PR चाहिँ BM मा perpendicular हुने गरी यसरी draw गर्यो. Please copy up to here. ल यो फिगर पनि बनाउने अनि यो पनि लेख्ने है त. I'm going to mute my microphone for a few minutes. Just copy the figure and write it up to here. And if you don't understand, then you can ask.
Sir, Gaurav Upreti line बाट गर्नु त.
Gaurav Upreti, just wait for a minute, okay? I have sent the link there. Gaurav Upreti. Yeah, I have invited. Please let me know, okay, if your friends are facing problem. Is your friends? If your friends must be in the chat group. If your friends are not in the chat group, please invite them there, okay? Yeah, I have invited. Please copy up to there, okay? Draw the figure also. Okay, have you copied up to here? Please let me know if you have not copied. Otherwise, I'll continue. Please try to understand the concept, okay? You have to go through the every step to understand it. एकैचोटि यो फिगर हेर्यो भने त के हो यस्तो हुन्छ. So you need to understand each step carefully. Okay? So if you find it difficult, you can see the video again. Okay, just pause it and see it. And even if you don't understand later, then you may ask it. So let's go further. Now we will be focusing on these two triangles, two right angle triangles, APQ and PRB. दुईटा right angle triangle छ नि. यो दुईटा right angle triangle मा हामी focus भयो भने चाहिँ सकिहाल्छ. Okay, we will not use the lower part here. will be focused on the two. These are similar triangles actually. Do you know what similar triangles are? कसलाई थाहा छ similar triangle भनेको के हो? पढ्यो होला नि क्लास 8 मा congruent triangle, similar triangle भने. Have you read it or not? Okay, please know that. Okay. Two triangles are said to be similar triangle if their shape is same. Okay. Their angles, the angles in the similar triangles are same. In congruent triangles, both the shape and size are same. But in similar triangles, only the shape is same. And you can say that the angles are also same. So let's go further. Again, let me continue. Then, see here, I'm going to find the sides of the triangle, the right angle triangle APQ and PRB. I'm going. Let me find the length AQ here at first. Your AQ भन्ने कति हुन्छ त? Okay. See here, I'm going to find the length of A to Q. The length of A to Q. How to find? See here, I'll explain it. It is given here AQ is equals to ln. Don't write it. Okay. अहिले नलेख पहिला बुझ. पछि म लेख्न टाइम दिन्छु तिमीलाई. AQ is equals to ln. See, this is just a rectangle. You rectangle is that is here is also 90 degree and here is also 90 degree. So if these two are 90 degree, then this quadrilateral will be a rectangle. A rectangle here. Since this is a rectangle, the opposite sides of the rectangle will be equal. AQ ra ln barabar huncha. So let me find the value of ln. If I can find the value of ln, then that will be equal to AQ. So ln nikalo. How to find? So can you tell me ln, to find ln, I need to know the value of ON at first. O देखि n सम्मको distance र O देखि L सम्मको distance. If I subtract these two, then I can find the value of ln. So if it is 5 centimeter and it is 3 centimeter, then it will be 2 centimeter, isn't it? एकदम easy छ नि हैन, यतिको त बुझिहाल्छ नि. Suppose the distance between one end to other end is 5 centimeter. And the distance between these two is 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter, you can suppose. And the distance between these 2 points is 2 centimeter it will be, isn't it? So it's the same case. Just try to understand. Let me erase it. Okay, so I'm going to find the value of ln. To find that, I need to know the value of ON at first and then OL. See here, it is written here ON minus OL. So what will be the value of ON? ON. The value of ON will be x. Here, x comma y, the x comma y is any coordinate. If it is x comma y, the value of this length will be x. Okay, you need to understand. See here, बुझ्ने है यो यतिको हावातालमा यो घोक्ने हैन यो घोक्यो भने यो कहिले सम्झिदै सम्झिन्न 2,3. Suppose this point is 2,3, then distance up to here will be 2. यहाँदेखि यहाँसम्म 2 हुने अनि माथि 3 जाने हो नि त, and the distance up to here will be 3. So if it is x comma y, then distance between O and N will be x. Okay, I hope you understand. You don't need to write it everywhere. यो जताततै लेख्न मात्र थाले भने यो फिगर एकदम नराम्रो हुन सक्छ. So ON is x and the value of OL is x1. See here it is x1, y1. It is x1 comma y1. So the length of OL will be x1. So the value of ln will be x minus x1. As you can see here clearly, it is x minus x1. You can subtract the longer length from this with this smaller length to find the value of ln. Okay, x minus xn, x minus x1. I hope you understand this. Let's go to the next step. Let's find PR. The horizontal line on the next triangle PBR.
त्यसको लेन्थ x1 चाहिँ कसरी भयो? x1 चाहिँ
यहाँ हेर्दा बाबु, see here, it is x1 comma y1, isn't it? This coordinate actually. Okay, so if you have to plot this point, you x1 comma y1 plot गर्न पहिला के गर्नुपर्छ? यहाँदेखि यहाँसम्म x1 आउने अनि माथि y1 जाने हो नि त. If it is 2,3, then you need to plot it 2 at first and then 3. So it will be 2 at that time. So if it is x1, then it will be also x1. बुझ्यो नि रस?
बुझ्यो सर, बुझ्यो.
यहाँ यो x1 y1 छ नि त, यो x जसरी हुँदाखेरि यहाँ x भयो नि, त्यसै गरी यहाँ पनि x1 भएको हो है त. Okay, so I'm going to find the length of PR also. As I told you earlier, you need to focus on these two triangles. You have to find the horizontal length AQ and PR. At first we will find these two lengths, and then later we will find PQ and BR, the vertical sides. Okay, so to find PR, this PR is equals to NM. Why? Because this is the opposite side of the rectangle. If this is 90 degree, this will also be 90 degree, and this will be a rectangle here. So the opposite sides of the rectangle are equal. So let's find the value of PR. This will be equals to NM. So to find NM, we need to know the value of OM. It will be equals to x2. How? Because this coordinate is x2 comma y2, so it is x2. Okay, x2. The length between O and M is x2. So OM is x2 basically. As we know the value of ON already, so it is x. Okay, so though you can draw these lines also, it's not always necessary because it will be the figure will be difficult to understand. You may not understand. It will be a bit not clear. Okay, not distinct picture. So just draw this. Write these things. AQ is equals to ln equals to ON minus OL. I'm finding the horizontal sides here. Now I'm going to find the vertical sides. Okay. In fact, PQ in one triangle, this triangle, and BR in the other triangle. So let us suppose QP, or you can write it PQ also. Distance between any 2 points is always same whether you see from the different perspective. Greenland देखि वसुन्धरा सम्मको distance र वसुन्धरा देखि Greenland सम्मको distance एउटै हो, जसरी भने नि एउटै हो नि. So let me write it QP. To find QP, I don't need to see other triangles here. मैले यसमा चाहिँ अरु rectangle triangle केही हेर्नु पर्दैन. Simply I can find here. See here it is PQ. So to find PQ, I can find the value of PN at first. Okay, यो PN लाई निकाल्ने पहिला. यो लाइनहरु मैले बनाइराछु नि, यो नबनाउँदै हुन्छ है गफमा. I'm going to find the length of P1 at first. That will be equals to y, because this is y here. See the coordinate, the second coordinate here, and this length Qn will be equals to y1, because this is y1. It also will be equals to y1. यो रेक्टेंगल में हेर्नु पर्यो यसमा. यो y1 छ नि हेर त. यो y1 भएपछि यो पनि y1 भयो. So the length PQ will be, or QP will be equals to this bigger length y minus y1. Okay, y minus y1. PQ will be equals to y minus y1. I hope you understand this. It is NP minus LA. NP minus LA. LA is equals to QN. Okay, you can write it. NP minus NQ at first, and then NQ is equals to LA. So I'm writing here NP minus LA is equals to y minus y1. Okay, do you understand or not? Please let me know if you don't understand. I can explain it right away if you don't understand. Otherwise, if you pile up your confusion, then it will lead to a greater confusion later. You may not understand the whole topic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Let's find the next vertical line again here, BR. BR. This BR will be equals to MB minus MR. See here, this MB minus this MR. Okay, I'm writing it in other side so that you will understand. You don't need to draw this all arrows here. You बनाउनु पर्दैन है, यो म बुझाउनको लागि मात्र भनेर. BM minus MR. Okay, or MB minus MR. We know the value of MB. This is equals to y2 here. See, this is y2, x2, y2. So the vertical line will be y2, and this particular length is equals to y because it is again y here. This is y. Okay, so this part only will be y2 minus y. Okay, do you understand? So y2 minus y. I hope you understand the whole part here. If you have not understood, please let me know. I'm going to erase these arrows. This is not necessary to draw, though you can draw if you don't understand. Yeah, let me erase all these arrows. Okay, they may create confusion later. So you need to be very clear that you are going to find, at first you are going to find AQ and then PQ, sorry, AQ and PR at first, and then later we found PQ and BR. Okay, so write it up to here. AQ is equals to x minus x1, PR is equals to, यो घोकेर त साध्य नै छैन नि हैन, कुनमा x1 कुनमा x, यो झुकिहाल्छ. So please try to understand, and then you can write it easily. First of all, you need to understand, and then you can write. Please write it up here. Let me continue. Since QP and BR are parallel, QP and BR are parallel here.
सर पछाडिको चाहिँ y2 हैन, पछाडिको ठुलो BM
हो?
चाहिँ सर
MB?
BM को के
Yeah, BM is y2. BM is y2. I have written it. BM is y2. So since QP and BR are parallel, triangles PAQ and BPR are similar. See here, one angle is already 90 degree. दुईटा triangle similar हुनका लागि तिनीहरुको angle equal हुनुपर्छ. At least two triangle. दुईटा triangle equal भएपछि तीनटा triangle आफै equal हुन्छ. Remaining angle is always equal. So see here, it is already 90 degree. These two are already 90 degree. So if these two are parallel, because they are perpendicular to x-axis, so they are parallel. PN and BM are parallel. So this angle also will be equal. So this angle, corresponding angle equal. So you don't need to bother about that. You can simply write, if you don't want to write this also, then simply you can write triangles PAQ and BPR are similar. PAQ and BPR are similar. Two triangles are similar here. Okay.
सर BRP हैन र
BRP.
BRP.
You may write it BPR or BRP. You may write it in any way. Since I think you may have focused due to the right angle here. You don't need to, because we are not considering only the right angle. We are focusing the similar triangles. So these triangles APQ, or you may say PAQ, and triangle BPR are similar. So if any two triangles are similar, please always note it. If any two triangles are similar, then can anyone tell me what is the property? If any two triangles are similar, then in case of congruent triangle, the corresponding sides and corresponding angles are equal. In case of, that is in case of congruent triangle, but in case of similar triangle, can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Okay, just remember that if any two triangles are similar, then their
remaining triangle will be equal.
Remaining angle will be equal. Nice try, but something lacking. So you can note it at the top of your copy. Note, okay, write it at the top of your copy. You need to remember it. If any two triangles are similar, write it at the top of your copy. You tolo nalekhne yo, mathi nai lekha. Copy ko top ma jun khali thau huncha ni, write it over there. If any two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are proportional. के भने हुन्छ तिमीलाई अब यो corresponding sides are proportional. I'll explain it. What does it mean? Proportional. That is, I'll explain it in simpler terms. That is the ratio of corresponding sides are equal. That is the ratio of corresponding sides are equal. Okay, let me explain with one example. Please write it at the top of your copy. Copy ko top ma matra lekhne yo, त्यो त्यसमै continue नगर्ने अघिकोमा. Suppose there are two triangles. Suppose this is one triangle. Let me write this two triangle A, B, C, and there is another triangle P, Q, R. Okay, these two triangles will be similar if any two angles are equal. दुईटा angle equal हुँदा बित्तिकै similar भइहाल्छ. Suppose these two angles are equal. Remaining angle त आफै equal भइहाल्छ. Okay, दुईटा कुरा छ कि एउटा चाहिँ सिमिलर हुन के हुनुपर्छ? सिमिलर हुनको लागि एंगल इक्वल हुनु पर्यो. फर्स्ट वान. सेकेन्ड इज सिमिलर भयो भने के हुन्छ? सिमिलर भयो भने corresponding sides are proportional huncha, or the ratio of corresponding sides are equal. Okay, if they are similar, then let me see in the above triangle. Copy ko top ma matra lekhiराख्ने, अटेन भने अर्को पानामा लेख्दा नि हुन्छ. In the above triangles, see here, B को opposite side मा के छ? यो B को opposite side मा AC upon. Now see the angle equal to Q was B, so Q is equal. The opposite side of Q is PR. It is equals to. where these two angles, these two lines are drawn. So this angle A is equals to angle P. The opposite of angle A is BC. Corresponding भनेको त्यो हो है, यो एंगल हेर्ने त्यो एंगल को अपोजिट को साइड. अब यो एंगल को अपोजिट में के छ QR. So BC upon QR equals to, now what is the remaining side in this one? AB. Okay, so AB upon, what is the remaining side here? I think PQ.
So in the above के लेख्नु भयो triangle पछि?
Yeah, triangle sign, and yes, I have written here. Yes, okay. In the above triangles, AC upon PR equals to BC upon QR equals to AB upon PQ. You need to understand this. A similar triangle में यो कुरा चाहिँ जानिराख्ने है त. Since I am using it in the derivation, I just explained it so that you can understand what is the concept of similar triangle. For two triangles to be similar, for any two triangles to be similar, their shape must be same. Okay, and their angles must be same. And if the triangles are similar, if these two triangles are similar, since these two triangles are similar, AC upon PR. How AC? AC, this is the opposite of angle B. How PR? Because this is the opposite of angle Q. Okay, U angle, this angle B and this angle Q. These two are equal. Okay, so the opposite sides have the ratio same. AC upon PR. AC upon PR equals to BC. BC को अपोजिट में यो एंगल ही थियो डबल वाला है ना. So QR, BC upon QR equals to remaining गुण भयो AB. AB upon Q. Have you copied it? Please copy it and remember it also. This is very important concept in geometry. Okay. Okay, I hope you copied it. Let me continue. यो बुझा छैन भने फेरि यो मेटेपछि यसलाई हेर्न मिल्दैन फेरि यो. Okay, so have you copied Neeraj? Neeraj, have you copied
Yes,
it?
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
I hope others also copied it. So let's go to the next one. Let me continue. So since QP and BR are parallel, triangles PAQ and BPR are similar. Obviously, किन similar भएको भनेर लेखा हो. Now, if they are parallel, if they are similar, the corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. As I told you earlier, the corresponding sides of the similar triangles are proportional. Okay, so how it will go? Let us see. Therefore, AP upon BP, right? A देखि P सम्मको distance upon P देखि B सम्मको distance. यो माथिको hypotenuse नि दुईटैको आयो.
छैन माथि सर त्यस्तै गरेर लेख्ने हैन प्रोपोर्सनल भनेको.
Proportional भनेको ratio equal भने.
सर त्यही भने.
Here AP upon BP, the distance from A to P upon P to B or B to P you can write. At first I am taking the ratio of hypotenuse. पहिला hypotenuse को ratio लियो है त. This is equals to AQ upon PR. AQ upon PR, and I am taking the ratio of the base. AQ upon PR equals to, the remaining side is QP or PQ, you can write it in any way, QP upon RB. Make sure that you put the side of one triangle in the numerator and the side of other triangle in the denominator always. Okay, though you cannot write PR here and AQ here. मन नगदी गर्न पाइदैन. सबै BP ला माथि लेख्यो भने चाहिँ यसको AP, AQ, QP ला यिनी तल राख्नु पर्यो. Okay, always make sure that the side of one triangle are in the numerator and the side of the other triangles are in the denominator. So AP upon BP equals to AQ upon PR equals to QP upon RB. This is due to the concept of similar triangle. So let's go to the next one. Let's replace the values. AP upon BP. See here, the ratio of AP upon PB is equals to M1 upon M2. Okay, we have already here AP upon PB is equals to M1 upon M2. So M1 upon M2 equals to value of AQ. The value of AQ is X minus X1. So X minus X1. Value of PR is X2 minus X. So I am replacing it. X2 minus X equals to QP. Value of QP is Y minus Y1. And the value of RB is, or BR is, Y2 minus Y. Okay. Copy up to here. I may take a few more minutes later, okay? Though your class is scheduled up to 9 AM, I may take 10 to 15 minutes more. Please don't leave it early. So let's take the ratio of first two. Taking the first two ratio we get. अब दुईटा मात्र लिने एकचोटी m1 upon m2 is equals to x minus x1 upon x2 minus x. Do the cross multiplication. It will be m1 x2 minus m1 x. I'm sorry, m1 x equals to m2 x minus m2 x1. I have done the cross multiplication. I have taken this 2 ratio because I am going to find the value of x at first, and then later I will continue with the y. Again, m1 x2. I am shifting this m2 on the other side, left side, so it will be m2 x1 equals to m2 x minus will be shifted to the other side, it will be plus m1 x. You can write or. I am taking x common here. यो x भएको टर्महरुलाई एकातिर राख्ने कि x मात्र भएको टर्मलाई एकातिर राख्ने. So if you take x common, then it will be m1 times m1 plus m2. So if you shift this x, if you take m1 plus m2 on the other side, it will be m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, please try to understand it and copy it. Copy up to there. If you have not understood, let me know. X is equals to this x is equals to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. यो यसरी आको है यो formula. Though you have remembered it, you have mocked it up, I know. We have got the value of x. Now let's get the value of y also. How to find the value of y? Again, taking the first and the third ratio, we get m1 upon m2 equals to y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y. I have taken these two, the first and the third. So it will be, let's do the cross multiplication. m1 times y2 minus m1 times y equals to m2 times y minus m2 times y1, or m1 y2 plus m2 y1. Okay, we have collected. यहाँ पनि के गर्यो भने चाहिँ अब कलेक्ट गरे y भएको टर्म कलेक्ट गरे. So m2y, m1y. I have shifted them on the right side, so it will be m2y plus m1y. Let me correct it. This is m1y. Okay, and further it will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 equals to y common m1 plus m2. Okay, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 equals to y common m1 plus m2. So y will be equals to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Please copy it up to here. Y equals to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. We got the value of x and then we got the value of y. So let's write. Hence the coordinates of point p x comma y is given as p. So now I'm going to write both the coordinates. The value of x is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, and the value of y is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Please copy it fast and let me know if you have any confusion. I'll explain it right now. Later it will be difficult for you. If this is asked in your examination, then it will be asked for 5 marks. Okay. Please copy it fast. Have you copied it? Please let me know if you have not copied. I need to go to the next slide. Angel's rest. Angel, have you copied it? Angel, please turn on your microphone and speak. Have you copied it or not? Vishal Neupane, have you copied it? Vishal?
Sir.
Okay, Angela has copied it. Vishal Neupane, have you copied it? Vishal? Vishal Neupane, have you copied it or not? Gaurav Upreti, have you copied it? Gaurav?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So,
Yeah.
so let's go to the next one. I hope you copied it, and please try to revise it and write it up to 5 times. If you really want to remember it, then you need to write at least 5 times without seeing it. यो साँच्चै तिमीलाई याद गर्न मन छ, एक्जाममा आयो भने नबिगार्न मन छ भने चाहिँ you have to practice it at least 5 times without seeing it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Next slide. Okay, write this. If the point P x, y divides the line segment joining the points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 in the ratio k is to 1 internally, then the coordinates of P are given by P x, y is equals to kx2 plus x1 divided by k plus 1, comma ky2 plus y1 divided by k plus 1. I'll explain it later, just write it. Write it up to here. If the point P x, y divides the line segment, your m1 is to m2 को ठाउँमा k is to 1 भयो भने के हुन्छ त formula? Sometimes we may use this formula. I'll tell you when to use this formula later. If instead of ratio m1 is to m2, if it is k is to 1, then it will be kx2 plus x1 divided by k plus 1, comma ky2 plus y1 divided by k plus 1. This is very handy when you have to find the ratio, especially ratio नि निकाल्न भन्छ नि कुनै कुनै क्वेशनमा, त्यस्तो बेलामा चाहिँ यो फर्मुला युज गर्ने हो. I think I have written it here. Note, for the problems in which the ratio is to be calculated by which a point divides the line segment, you know, most of the times you are asked to find the point that is in between the line segment AB. Most of the time you are going asked to find this point. Ratio is given something like 2:3, but sometimes this ratio is asked. Your ratio ni sodhyo bhane chahi you can use this formula, though you can use the other way also. I have written it here. For the problem in which the ratio is to be calculated, for the problem in which the ratio is to be calculated by which a point divides the line segment, the formula is more convenient. Though you can use the other method also, other conventional method are also there, but this will be very handy for you to find the ratio. Ratio निकाल्न पर्यो चाहिँ यो formula use गर. I recommend it to you. So how this formula came? Let's see. If ratio is m1 is to m2 is equals to k is to 1. If the ratio is k is to 1, then it can be written as m1 upon m2 equals to k upon 1. Okay, though it's not always good to explain in this way. I'll explain it in this way because it will be easier for you to understand. m1 को ठाउँमा k राखेको जसरी बुझ, m2 को ठाउँमा 1 है, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 डिवाइड बाई m1 plus m2 हुन्थ्यो नि हैन. m1 को ठाउँमा k, m2 को ठाउँमा 1, यहाँ पनि m1 को ठाउँमा k, m2 को ठाउँमा 1, m1 को ठाउँमा k, m2 को ठाउँमा 1 यसरी राखेको. Though you can understand it in this way, but the actual explanation is a bit different. Actual explanation चाहिँ खासको यस्तो हुन्छ यो. Let me erase this and explain it in the whiteboard. So see here.
Sir,
Yes, please.
kx2 plus k हुँदैन
kx
ठाउँमा हैन.
kx2 plus k. No, you cannot write because you are writing k instead of m1 and 1 instead of यहाँ त 1 लेखा नि त 1 into x1 भने के हुन्छ x1 बुझ्यो बुझेन. m2 को ठाउँमा 1 लेखा हो यो, त्यसरी बुझ्न अहिले. But in fact it is a bit different. Then we explain it. See here, I'll explain in detail. We have the formula pxy, don't write it. Pxy is equals to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. We have this formula. Okay, and I am supposing m1 upon m2 is equals to k upon 1. Then it will be, if I divide this whole term by m2, then it will be m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m2 whole upon m1 plus m2 divided by m2 माथि पनि m2 ले डिवाइड गरे तल पनि m2 ले डिवाइड गरे डोन्ट राइट इट जस्ट ट्राई टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड यो यसरी आको भनेर सिकाउन खोजे मैले m1 plus m2 by m2 so it will be m1 upon m2 यो बाँड दिउ के यसरी बाँड्न मिल्छ नि हैन सपोज if a plus b upon c then it will be a upon c plus b upon c so m1 upon m2 x2 plus m2 and m2 will be cancelled there so x1 m1 upon m2 plus 1 comma m1 upon m2 y2 plus y1 divided by m1 by m2 plus 1 अब यहाँ m1 upon m2 को ठाउँमा के लेख्नु पर्यो k x2 plus x1 upon k plus 1 comma k y2 plus y1 divided by k plus 1 खासमा यो फर्मुला यसरी आको हो but to make it easier to remember you can simply say instead of m1 we are writing k and instead of m2 we are writing 1 kx2 plus x1 upon k plus 1 यसरी बुझ्ने के यसलाई सम्झिन चाहिँ यसरी सम्झिने र आउन चाहिँ खासमा यो यसरी आको है त डोन्ट इन्टरप्रेट इट रङली ओके आई थिंक यू कैन रिमेम्बर इट kx2 plus x1 divided by k plus 1 comma ky2 plus y1 divided by k plus 1 खासमा आको चाहिँ यत्रो डिटेल गरेर आको के हो त सिम्पली सम्झिन के गर भने m1 को ठाउँमा k र m2 को ठाउँमा चाहिँ 1 राखेको हो भनेर बुझ्ने है त सो लेट्स कन्टिन्यू so where to use this formula please remember this formula tomorrow I'll ask individually okay write this also write this note also for the problem in which the ratio is to be calculated by which a point divides the line segment the formula is more convenient this formula is more convenient okay ratio निकाल्ने बेलामा यो फर्मुला युज गर्दा अलि सजिलो हुन्छ so let me continue section formula for external division I will not derive this formula but I will write this formula only let a point p x comma y divide a line segment a straight line you can simply say line segment joining the 2 points a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 into two parts in the ratio m1 is to m2 externally. Now you need to understand what actually external division is. Internal division is not that difficult to understand because you can simply break any stick from in between the line. कुनै एउटा लट्ठी छ भने त्यसलाई बीचबाट भाँच्न त ठुलो कुरै छैन हैन अब यो बाहिरबाट भाँच्ने रे के कस्तो गजबको कुरा छ सी This is very amazing thing. You need to understand what it actually tries to say. So I'll explain it. See here, don't draw this, just try to understand. Suppose this is a line segment. It has one coordinate x1, y1 and another coordinate x2, y2. Yes, no cost of problems. Okay, so if I am going to divide this point externally by the point px, y, यो भाँच्ने होइन के एक्ज्याक्टली डिभिजन सेक्सन फर्मुला भनेर यहाँ एक्ज्याक्ट डिवाइड गर्ने होइन एक्सटर्नल डिभिजन मीन्स वी आर सपोजिङ एनी पोइन्ट दैट इज एक्सटर्नल टू पी सपोज लेट मी एक्सप्लेन इट सपोज यू आर एट सामाखुसी ओके एन्ड आई एम एट ग्रीनल्यान्ड सोमान इज देयर एट ग्रान्डी हस्पिटल ओके तिम्रो र मेरो बिचको कुरा थियो तर मैले रेशियो कसरी लिए भने डिस्टेन्स मैले यसरी लिन पाउँछु नि देयर इज सर्टेन डिस्टेन्स बिट्विन सामाखुसी एन्ड ग्रान्डी अर नट लेट अस सपोज इट इज 4 किलोमिटर सपोज द डिस्टेन्स बिट्विन सामाखुसी एन्ड ग्रान्डी बी 4 किलोमिटर आई डोन्ट नो द एक्ज्याक्ट डिस्टेन्स एन्ड देयर इज सर्टेन डिस्टेन्स बिट्विन मी एन्ड द ग्रान्डी हस्पिटल अल्सो सपोज द डिस्टेन्स बी 1 किलोमिटर okay if I find the distance in such a way that Samakushi to Grandi and Greenland to Grandi यसरी रेशियो त निले मिल्छ नि हैन इट विल बी 4/1 हो यस्तो खालकोलाई चाहिँ हामीले एक्सटर्नल डिभिजन भने ओके तिमी र म बीचको कुरा थियो तर हामीले ग्रान्डीलाई रिफरेन्स लियो इफ वी टेक द रिफरेन्स अफ ग्रान्डी देन वी क्यान फाइन्ड द रेशियो सी डिभिजन भन्नाले बीचबाट भाँच्ने भन्ने कुरा होइन के हो ओके इट इज समथिङ वी आर टेकिङ रिफरेन्स अफ एनी पोइन्ट and we are taking the ratio of the distance between them. Okay, so I hope you understand. So the distance between A to P upon and the distance between B to P takes the ratio m1 upon m2. See here, just write the formula here. In fact, in this case, the distance between A to P is m1 and the distance between B to P is m2. Externally भने यो फिगरमा यो पनि लेख ल. Write this also, m1 and m2. Distance between A to P is m1 and the distance between B to P is m2. So m1 upon m2 or m1 is to m2, you can say it in other way. Then the coordinate of the point Pxy is given by the formula m1 x2 minus m2 x1 divided by m1 minus m2, comma m1 y2 minus m2 y1 divided by m1 minus m2. Please understand it and remember this formula also. Tomorrow I'll ask this formula. Okay, have you copied it? Please copy it fast. Draw the figure also. Yeah. Let me go to the next one. Draw the figure also. Okay, and don't forget to write this m1 and m2. The distance between A to P is m1 and the distance between B to P. यहाँ त रेशियो मात्र लेको रहेछ कि एक्सटर्नल डिभिजन भनेर बीच कहाँबाट भाँच्ने भन्ने होइन यो. It's just the ratio. So this is the formula. Pxy equals to m1 x2 minus m2 x1 divided by m1 minus m2, comma m1 y2 minus m2 y1 divided by m1 minus m2. So midpoint. I think most of you know what midpoint is. Any point that divides a straight line into two equal halves is called midpoint. Any point that divides a straight line into two equal halves is called a midpoint. Write it. Suppose this is a straight line with coordinates a x1 comma y1, b x2 comma y2. Suppose this is the point mx comma y. This point. This is dividing this whole AB into two equal halves. Okay, A देखि B m सम्म distance जति छ नि, m देखि B सम्म distance पनि त्यति नै छ. So if mx comma y be the midpoint of the line segment joining the midpoints a x1 comma y1 and b x2 comma y2, then the midpoint of line is given as mx comma y is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2 y1 plus y2 by 2. This is one of the most famous formula. I think you know it. Most of the students know this formula. x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. I'll tell you how this formula is derived. How the formula is x1 plus x2 by y1 plus y2 by 2. I'll take 10 to 15 minutes extra. Please don't be in a hurry to leave the class. I know most of you will leave the class after 9 AM. It's easy to explain your parents that my class is over. You may say in that way, but please don't leave. It's in your favor. So this is the formula mx comma y is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Note, we have a few notes here. Please write all these things. Midpoint divides the line segment internally in the ratio 1:1. Midpoint line is के गर्दैछ 1:1. Let me explain it. Why? Suppose यहाँदेखि यहाँसम्म 3 cm. Midpoint भनेको यहाँ पनि 3 cm भने हो नि त. रेशियोले भने के हुन्छ 3/3 त कति हुन्छ 1 हुँदैन? 1/1. 5 भयो पनि त 5/5 also 1. 6/6 also 1. So this is the case. Okay. The ratio in which the midpoint divides the line segment is 1:1. Next, center of a circle is the midpoint of diameter. Circle को जुन center हुन्छ नि, त्यो चाहिँ diameter को midpoint. Diameter भने थाहा छ नि हैन? एउटा circumference को end point बाट अर्को circumference को अर्को end point सम्मको line. Center बाट पास हुन्छ त्यो. The center of a circle is midpoint of the diameter. And the last one, write it also. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. That is meet each other at midpoint. I'll explain later. Just write it fast. Today I'll explain all the concepts that we need to know before solving the questions in exercise, and then I'll leave. यो सबै concept नसकेसम्म मैले छोड्दैन आज है. Is there a class after this period? Neeraj, do you have class after this period?
No, sir.
Okay,
No.
so I'll take 10 to 15 minutes more. So I think you have written these things. Midpoint divided line segment is the ratio 1:1. Let me explain it at first. You can बुझाऊ है पहिला. Okay, suppose there is a line AB. Just wait for a while. Suppose there is a line segment AB, and this is midpoint M. Okay, as I told you, the ratio is 1:1, but we know the section formula is Px, y. Don't write it. Okay, I'm just explaining it. Explaining. So this Pxy is equals to M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2, comma M1y2 plus M2y1 divided by M1 plus M2. यो त हाम्रो formula section formula अघि derive गरे हैन. So the ratio is 1:1. So let's replace M1 by 1 into x1 plus 1 into x2 plus 1 into x1 divided by 1 plus 1. Again 1 into y2 plus 1 into y1 divided by 1 plus 1. So further it will be 1 times x1 is x2 is x2 plus x1 divided by 2, comma 1 times y2 is y2 plus y1 divided by 2. If you rearrange, it will be x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Do you understand or not? So this is the midpoint formula. You need to understand it in this way. Okay? The next thing is the center of a circle is the midpoint of diameter. Let me explain this also. Suppose this is a circle. Okay, and this is the center of circle. Diameter is a line that passes through the center of circle. Diameter passes through the center of circle. Let me suppose the center is O. Suppose this diameter AB. If I know the coordinate of A and B, then I can find the coordinate of O. Okay, midpoint formula use गरेर, because यहाँ हेर त यो radius त equal हुन्छ नि जताततै. This radius are equal. Your AO is equals to OB. Then we can say that O is the midpoint. Okay, so this point is the midpoint. Okay, the center is the midpoint of circle. Let me explain it further. Next one, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Just wait. I have to share my screen. Just wait a minute. Okay, so let me show it in the GeoGebra. Okay, you need to understand the figure here. See here, this is a parallelogram. Okay, this is a parallelogram. Parallelogram है सबै थाहा छ है. यसो बाङ्गोटिङ्गो बनाइदिउँ न. अर्कै खालको बनाउँ यसलाई. Suppose this is a parallelogram. Okay, are you able to see the screen or not? Please let me know. Are you able to see this screen? Please tell me, anyone you can say. Are you able to see this screen or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, okay, see here. This is a parallelogram, and I'm drawing this diagonal. Okay, this is the diagonal of the parallelogram. Diagonal भने चाहिँ opposite side लाई जोड्ने है त, opposite vertex लाई जोड्ने. यो लाइन जुन छ नि हेर त, this is called diagonal. Circle को केसमा diameter, यसमा diagonal हो नि, don't get confused. And see here, this is another diagonal. यो diagonal को आधी part छ हेर है. मैले के भनिरहेको छु, यो diagonal र यो diagonal को length equal हुँदैन, but it is equal in rectangle. Okay, but see here, I am going to draw the second part. यो part र यो part equal हुन्छ भनेपछि यो point त midpoint हुनु पर्यो नि. यो length र यो length equal हुन्छ भने यो point पनि के हुनु पर्यो, midpoint हुनु पर्यो. Let me show whether this equal or not. सी हेयर मैले यो लेन्थलाई हेर यो बराबरको लेन्थ लिएर मैले यसरी ड्र गर्न खोजिरहेको छु यसरी ड्र गर्दै जाँदा त ठ्याक्कै बराबर भयो पछि यो र यो बराबर भयो भने यसलाई मिड पोइन्ट भन्न मिल्यो कि मिलेन if the two lengths are equal then we can say that if the two lengths are equal then we can say that this is the midpoint अब अर्को डायगोनल हेर त यो पनि मैले यो लेन्थ लिएर हिँडिरहेको छु यो लेन्थ लिएर यसरी ड्र गरेँ भने यो पनि बराबर रहेछ दिस टु लेन्थ आर अल्सो इक्वल सो दिस वान विल बी द मिड पोइन्ट अफ द सेकेन्ड डायगोनल सेकेन्ड डायगोनलको मिड पोइन्ट जे थियो नि फर्स्ट डायगोनलको मिड पोइन्ट पनि त्यही हुँदो रहेछ क्या भनेपछि मिड पोइन्ट अफ फर्स्ट डायगोनल इज इक्वल्स टु मिड पोइन्ट अफ सेकेन्ड डायगोनल इन केस अफ प्यारालोग्राम You बुझेको बुझेन you understand it or not in case of parallelogram the midpoint of the first diagonal is equals to the midpoint of the second diagonal that is you can say the midpoint of the diagonals of parallelogram are equal so let me stop sharing the desktop and share the PowerPoint only okay at last you can write here यहाँ अलिकति नोटमा साइडमा यसमा थप त अझै midpoint of first diagonal we will use it while solving the question midpoint of first diagonal is equals to midpoint of second diagonal midpoint of first diagonal is equals to midpoint of second diagonal please remember it okay we will use while solving the questions midpoint of first diagonal is equals to midpoint of second diagonal please copy it first and we'll go to the next one don't worry we have two or three more slides and I'll end it I know most of them are already left the session नो भइसक्यो नि त त्यो धेरै छोडिसक्छ कि यो गार्जियनलाई भन्नै सजिलो नि क्लास सक्यो भनेर छोडिदियो अनि आनन्दै यो it takes a lot of time because we are taking 3 classes only in a 1 week and it's taking a lot of time to explain the whole topics so I'm just extending the time please don't think it in other way let's go to the next one median of triangle let me explain it first line joining the vertex of a triangle with the midpoint of base is called median of triangle what is a triangle it has 3 coordinates A B and C this line that join the midpoint of this yum it's not necessary that it's always right angle यो 90 degree चाहिँ नबनाऊ ल मैले अर्को स्लाइड को लिएको यसमा चाहिँ यो पनि आएछ it's okay so please remember that 90 degree and write it up to there and draw the figure also okay I think it's gone now so this is yum note in the above figure AM is median of ABC here this yum divides BC in such a way that B to yum is equals to distance between M to C BM is equals to MC then this yum is called midpoint your midpoint of base र यो vertex लाई जोड्ने जुन लाइन छ नि यसलाई हामीले के भन्छौं median भन्छौं के okay we can draw median from other side also यो B बाट यसरी ड्रा गर्न सकिन्छ यता पनि ड्रा गर्न सकिन्छ okay suppose this is a triangle then if you draw from here if these are equal यो midpoint हो भने दुईटा यो point चाहिँ midpoint हो भने if these two are equal then this line is called the median यो median भनेको के हैन this is only the line that connects the vertex to the base of the midpoint of the base अब यस्तो खालको ट्रायंगल पनि हुन्छ है मेरो midpoint चाहिँ जहिले नि यस्तै ट्रायंगल मात्र हुनुपर्छ जरुरी छैन suppose this is a triangle and if you join the vertex with the midpoint of other side यो midpoint छ भने this is the midpoint then if this is the midpoint then this line is called the median okay again you can draw the median from here यो र यो इक्वल छ भने this line is called the median there can be another median also कुनै पनि ट्रायंगलमा तीनटा median हुन्छ okay you can draw median from the 3 different vertex so there will be the 3 different median of a triangle okay medians can be drawn from any vertex of the triangle please copy up to here write it fast copy it fast please can draw 3 different medians in a triangle. Please copy it fast. I have, I think, 2 more slides, 2 or 3 more slides. So I hope you understand median. Let's go to the next one. Centroid. Okay. Right, centroid. Does anyone know what is centroid? Centroid भनेको थाहा छ के हो centroid भने? Okay, if you don't know, then you need to remember now. You need to understand what centroid is. अब कसरी centroid भनेको के हो भने नि यसरी भन्ने. Intersecting point of the medians of any triangle is called centroid. The medians of a triangle, there are 3 different medians of a triangle. They intersect at one point. That is called centroid. This is triangle with coordinates A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 comma y3, and this is one median. AM is first median, BN is second median, CP is the third median. Okay. Then this G is called centroid. Generally G when centroid I use. M is used for median and G is used for centroid. Center of gravity भन्ने word को G बाट आएको यो. कहिले कतै किताबमा चाहिँ मैले centroid is also called center of gravity भन्ने देख्छ. त्यो एक्चुअली त्यसलाई भन्ने भन्दा पनि ट्रायंगल को सेन्टर अफ मास चाहिँ यहाँनिर हुन्छ. सो सेन्टर अफ ग्राभिटी आउँछ, त्यही भएर यसलाई सेन्टर अफ ग्राभिटी भनिन्छ. बट इन जनरल यु नीड टु रिमेम्बर दैट व्हाट सेन्ट्रोइड इज. सेन्ट्रोइड इज द इंटरसेक्टिंग पॉइंट अफ द मिडियन्स अफ अ ट्रायंगल. ट्रायंगल को इंटरसेक्टिंग मिडियनहरुको इंटरसेक्टिंग पॉइन्टलाई के भन्दो रहेछ? यो पॉइंट, दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट
चाहिँ किन बनाएको?
PN. Can you tell me your question again?
सर PN चाहिँ सर एक्स्ट्रा गराउनु पर्छ.
यहाँ यस्तो नि, see here. This is AM at first. Okay, ल हेर है, एउटा मिडियन यो भयो हैन, यो र यो इक्वल छ हैन. ठीक छ, मिडियन हुनको लागि त के हुनुपर्छ? इक्वल हुनुपर्छ नि त. And there is another median, BN, so that these two are equal. This is another median, this BN is another median. Okay, यो दुईटा इक्वल छ लेन्थ. AN and NC are equal. Again there is the third median, CP. Okay, यो CP भन्ने थर्ड मिडियन छ नि, यो मिडियनले चाहिँ यतापट्टि इक्वल गरे. सपोज this length and this length are equal. Okay, do you understand now? तीनटैको जुन यो इंटरसेक्ट भएको जुन पोइन्ट छ नि, यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले सेन्ट्रोइड बनायो के. डु यु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड नीरज?
सर अनि सब साइड इक्वल हुन्छ हैन? मिडियन चाहिँ मिडियन तर धेरै मिडियन हैन.
सबै मिडियन, तीनटा मिडियन ड्रा गर्न सकिन्छ. मिडियन तीनटा मात्र ड्रा गर्न सकिन्छ हामीले हैन. त्यो तीनटा मिडियन मध्ये जहाँ इंटरसेक्ट भएको हुन्छ नि त्यो पोइन्टलाई चाहिँ हामीले के भन्ने हो? सेन्ट्रोइड भन्ने हो के. ओके, सो लेट्स गो टु द नेक्स्ट वान. If GXY be centroid of any triangle with coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2 and c, x3, y3, then the coordinates of centroid of triangle is gx, y equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This mistake right here, 3. x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Write it fast. I think I have some note also. Note, centroid G divides the median AM in the ratio 2:1. Centroid G divides median AM in the ratio 2:1. Here, right? Centroid G ले जुन छ नि, यसले चाहिँ यो रेशियो, यसलाई चाहिँ कति रेशियोमा डिवाइड गर्छ नि? माथि चाहिँ 2 भाग हुँदो रहेछ, तलपट्टि 1 भाग हुँदो रहेछ के. Suppose this is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. Suppose यो फिगर बनाइदेऊ नि त तिमीले. यसको चक्क यो लाइन छ नि, यो 1 लेखिसकेपछि यसको तल यो फिगर बनाइदेऊ ल. And this centroid is G. This is AM. AM is median. Then माथिपट्टि 2 भाग, तलपट्टि 1 भाग हुँदो रहेछ के. त्यसरी डिवाइड गर्दैछ. It is the property of centroid. Okay, यो फिगर बनाइदेऊ है. The one after writing this one, please draw this figure on one side. This is M is the midpoint, and this it divides, G divides AM in the ratio 2:1. AM, not MA. AMA like say 1:2. AM like say 2:1. It is important. You need to understand. AM in the ratio 2:1. Draw this figure on side after writing this one, statement number 1. The next one. Okay, I think this topic is covered now. Now I can leave. Now I can end the session. Please copy it fast and I'll leave. Have you copied it?
Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, अघि median को formula लेखेको थियो.
Median को छैन, formula छैन. Median को definition मात्र जान्ने है.
Okay, sir.
Median को definition मात्र जान्ने. यो centroid बुझाउनको लागि median define गरेको थिएँ मैले पहिला. Okay. Please remember all this formula. Tomorrow I'll ask individually. And जसले भोलि फर्मुला भनेर म सबलाई हटाइदिन्छु क्लासबाटै. फोर्स बाइ फोर्स म बरु 5 जना पढाउँछु तर हटाइदिन्छु. यदि फर्मुला भनेन भने यो टपिक पढेर केही कामै छैन. भोलि क्वेशनहरु गर्ने. Tomorrow we'll discuss the exercise. If you cannot say the formula, then I'll force you to leave the session. Okay. So thank you dear students.
Median अनि त च्याप्टरै छैन.
के भने बाबु?
सर median अनि त च्याप्टरै छैन.
च्याप्टरै छ र? Median भने त क्वार्टाइलमा हो नि त्यो त पछि. Statistics, that is different than this. Okay. त्यो क्वार्टाइल त्यो statistics को क्वार्टाइल र के रे median र यो median फरक हो. They are different. Okay. So now let me end the session. Thank you everyone. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.